Hello and a very warm welcome to another video from Auto Night. Today I'm going to be restoring this rough finish on this lamp which has faded really badly in the sunlight. I don't know why it only seems to affect the inner ones on these cars. I've seen a lot of them like it. Outer one's fine, but this one's bad. Now I could do this in situ and set about this with my buffer and some cutting compound, but it does have a habit of spraying absolutely everywhere, getting into every nook and cranny all over the car. I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to remove this because it will just be easier. Now in order to do this I need to remove this inner trim, which is quite an easy thing to do. Now there are a couple of little covers here that you can remove to gain access to everything you need to remove these rear inner lights, but there's something rattling around in my tailgate, so I want to remove this whole panel to find out what it is. It's probably just a piece of plastic or a screw or something. The trim is held in place with a couple of T20 screws just under the grab handles here. Trim simply pulls free. To remove the light unit we simply remove this connector and we loosen this 10mm nut, which allows us to remove this clip, and I'll be giving this all a good clean up in here too. Now this is going to be quite a messy job, so if you are undertaking this, make sure you're not wearing your smartest work suit or your favourite frock. This works best if this sponge is just a little bit damp. Now, while it's important to accept that this won't perform miracles, I think we can all agree that this one certainly looks a lot better than that one now it's been polished. Quite a difference. And if it goes back like this again, then I'll just buy a new pair of lights. It's no big deal. Well, I'm very pleased to say that these are now both polished and done. I'm now just going to apply a final coat of this headlight cleaner and sealant from Turtle Wax. It'll just help protect them from UV, potentially just for a bit longer than if I just left them as they are. These slots go behind here and it pushes in place. And we now refit this bracket and tighten, which pulls the light into position. It's just a plastic clip, so we don't have to tighten this very much. And again, refit this securing clip. It goes into a slot. With both nuts tightened, both connectors refitted, it's now time to refit this trim. Make sure that any stray clips are put back into their slots. I've got one missing here, but it doesn't matter, there's a whole load of them, and it does screw in as well. and refit these screws. and that's all re-secured. So everything's back together. The thing that was rattling inside here turned out to be one of the screws that secures this trim here, that was missing from here and had found its way into the bottom of the tailgate here, and it was just rattling every time I opened and closed the tailgate. It was a bit annoying, so I'm glad I've managed to solve that. But moving back to the lights, I think we can all agree that is quite a big improvement. Not perfection, but it's a definite improvement. Hope you enjoy the video. See you in another one soon. Thank you and goodbye.